Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the ultimate and legitimate guide on how to end up being Jump Club in Fall Guys. This is going to be my honest and most detailed tips that I can give you on how to beat this game mode, so that way you guys can, on a consistent basis, end up winning it so you can get your wins in Fall Guys. There's just a couple things I would like to introduce before we do begin with the video. The first simple thing is that if you just simply have issues with the tips, or you guys would like me to clarify things a little bit more, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to clarify, because if the tips just simply do not make sense, I thought it would be a little bit of an option for you just to hear it from me in the form of the comments, where I can be almost kind of like a little bit more free than what I can fit in the video. And also as well, alongside that, is that if these tips don't just simply happen to work out for you, which I know that they will anyway, but regardless if they don't, just adapt and just, kind of play it by ear and just adapt around your own strategies too. But the second thing also as well is if you just simply happen to end up enjoying this video and you guys do want to see more videos like this, then please consider dropping a thumbs up, subscribing, commenting, all that beautiful stuff, because then YouTube will be like, hey, everyone likes this guy, let's recommend his content. And then if there's anybody that ever wants to have a tip like this, they can find me. So please make sure you do so. But anyways, let's begin with Jump Club. Just like the last video, I will be playing the exact same game you just watched in slow motion, because they go by really, really quick, and I can explain things more if you can see them in a little bit slower time, so that way they don't bypass you. So let's begin with Jump Club. First of all, we need to talk about how the gameplay of this works. So obviously the way that Jump Club works is that there's going to be a pink and a green spinner. The green spinner is always going to be on a different timer than the pink spinner. They are never obviously going to be going in at the exact same time, otherwise it would be impossible, you can't jump through it. So obviously there's going to be gaps. But however, though, there is instances where your green spinner is going to be just directly underneath the pink one, so the only way you can get through it is theoretically either A, diving, B, running away from it, or running ahead of it to try to beat the timing of it, or lastly, just pray to God you don't get knocked off. But I would try to go with the second option, preferably out of all those. Usually when it comes to this, unlike Jump Showdown, which is the exact same thing, but it's a little bit faster and a little bit more complicated, and there's also a second spinner on the green half. Basically, what you want to do with this game mode is you want to run to the left. Unlike Jump Showdown, it's slightly different, yes, and they're pretty much the same. You could theoretically use these tips on Jump Showdown, but there is some other differences, though, that cannot be brought over. So that's why Jump Showdown is going to be its own video separately. So for this, what you want to do for Jump Club is you want to run around the left-hand side. Or in other words, since it's a circle, you want to go clockwise following the pink part. You do not want to end up going the other way, because based off of this one's timing, it's not worth it. Plus, secondly, the green spinner will eventually catch up, and it will make this gap where you cannot jump through easily. So you want to go with the left, is because by the time that you're going to have it open up again, you already got enough space to clear it. So what it is that you're giving yourself more time to jump through the hole, and not having it where you're, because you don't want to be jumping in place. You don't want to be jumping up and down, not moving, because if you get unlucky, you're just going to get hit like a baseball. It's going to just go fling, and you're just going to immediately fall off the map. Because remember, you don't necessarily have to be the last man standing. You just have to be the last man standing in the sense that, like, if somebody gets knocked off at the exact same time as you, for whatever reason, if somebody happens to fall even late by a millisecond, if you are the last one in the air, like the physical air, even if you're off the course, you can win. I've seen people get knocked off at the exact same time, or even like a millisecond difference. Like somebody will get knocked off, but the way that their fling goes, they kind of go like upward or vertically. As long as you don't fall on the slime first, you'll still win this regardless if you're standing on the platform. It's not based off if you're standing, it's based off of who touches the slime last. So keep that in mind. Don't immediately rage quit if you fall. Only do that if you genuinely like happen to have several people up there, but if it's a one-on-one scenario, just give it the benefit of the doubt, because you never know if you can have that millisecond difference. I want to stress that. Okay, now for the next tip. When it comes to these game modes, unlike Jump Showdown, the platforms do not fall. So you want to take advantage of all the platforms. If you need to go the opposite direction, go the opposite direction. If you need to make a dive, go for a dive. Plus, also as well, is don't be afraid to hug people or grab people, because in this game mode, if you get hit a little bit, you can, actually recover. But in Jump Showdown, if you have platforms falling and you don't really have a lot of squares to work with, you can't exactly recover. And then I would say my last tip, probably the most universally goodest tip, or the best tip that you could probably apply to Jump Club, not Jump Showdown, mixing the two up here. The best tip that you can end up having is just have communication, whether or not it's with your team or yourself. By this I mean that if you're genuinely playing by yourself or your teammates don't care, I want you guys, I'm serious about this, to say jump out loud verbally to yourself, or to say it as loud as you can in your head, preferably out loud, because you're going to train your mind to coordinate with your body to jump. Because if you're not getting the timing right, if you jump on the green thing, you're going to fall. If you jump before or early, you're going to trip. If you don't jump on time, like by a slight difference, your guy can fall over. And that can mean you can end up getting simply just screwed by timing. So that is my advice. That is my tips. I hope you guys ended up enjoying this. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed another YouTube video for the most unique YouTuber you'll ever see. Peace out, guys.